Now.
Right 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 now.
Because it's time to write now.
Right now.
Right
Right now.
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 Because it's time to write now.
Right now.
Right
Right now.
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 Because it's time to write now.
Right now.
Right
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
All right. Welcome, friends, to a weekly community update. Nothing crazy. Today, we're going to be doing some updates for the Right Now community and doing a few check-ins and just sharing some of the things that we have going on here. Welcome. So today, we're going to be touching upon weekly what we got going on for the week, some updates with our YouTube channel membership, progress with Write Unite, some exciting Discord updates, anthology news, scarecrow updates, and much more. we got a lot going on today, so I'm going to be touching upon a number of updates. I'll let we'll start in just a few minutes. I'll let some of y'all hop into the stream. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. So we're going to be hopping into some updates today. It's for those of you who've been around, you know that we have done our update streams generally periodically. We've generally done update streams periodically, especially when we're getting closer to new events. I thought it would be cool to be able to transition to doing these more on a weekly basis, a week by week basis, so we can also celebrate and highlight things that are happening in the Right Now community and in the AuthorTube community as well. So I think there's a lot of really cool things going on. So we're going to be doing that. And we're also looking for ways to celebrate things that you writers who are part of the Right Now community are already doing. And we'll be hopping into that. We're really leveraging the Discord in how we celebrate writers, because the Discord allows me to be able to see things that writers are working on, things that writers are posting, things that writers are really proud of. So absolutely. That's going to be the focus today. So very excited. I know I definitely have a good deal of stuff on my mind to share. And yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're able to get some good writing progress as we're hopping in to the post-holiday craziness. I was like, wow, we're literally just getting into that post-holiday craziness. Wow. Yeah, it's interesting. So, I've been trying to push through with Scarecrow for the past throughout December. Bits of it was a little slow with the Right Now-a-thon, but I feel like over the last week I was really making a good push. I was really happy with the push I was making. So, without further ado, let's start up. Let's throw up our weekly update. What do we got going on for the week? I was like, where is all right, I'll throw up our schedule for the week. All right, here we go. So we're going to throw up the schedule, show what we got going on with the community. There we go. And I was like, I feel like, let's see. I think Right Now-a-thon is over. Let's replace our background image with all right, there we go. And boom. Perfect. Okay. So here we go. So as you can see, we're going back into a normal schedule for the week. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be playing around with stream times throughout the month of December, the daily writing sprint streams, I was very, very sporadic. Sometimes they were in the morning, sometimes they were in the evening. This week, I'm readjusting my schedule so I can move back to doing stream times at a specific set time for the writing streams, both during the week and then on the weekends. So I'm going to be playing around with the stream times for the writing sprint streams, so that way we can get those locked in. So that way, if you want to come write with us, you want to come write with me, you'll know the times that I'm aiming for doing the writing sprint streams. My Monday update. Today my schedule's a little funky, but I think we're going to aim for probably having our update sometime in the late afternoon, generally, for our weekly update. Like I said, I want to move to doing our community updates on Monday. So we want to move to doing them on Mondays and making them a weekly thing where we can celebrate the progress with the Right Now community. As you can see, our Wednesdays and Saturday time slots generally look about the same. Wednesday, we will have a channel member event for our YouTube channel members at the student tier. And then, of course, we'll be returning with the Right Now Writers Group, our weekly writers group meeting 76, I believe, as we're joined by other writers in the community to just chat about writing and maybe to procrastinate a little bit. We'll see how we're doing. But writers group is always fun. I hope you're really glad to have some of our writers back with us and getting into the vibe of it all. So all right. So definitely. And then, of course, I know you're excited. The story and critique stream. We will return on Saturday with the story and critique stream, which means I need to officially open up the critique stream submissions again, and that is what we're going to do right now. So I know very many of you are excited. Let's see. I'm going to do this. We're going to create a similar one. I'm going to open up a new form so that way I can stay organized with our new story and critique. Perfect. We're going to go story. Let's go 2026 story and critique submission form. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to open this up. For those of you who don't know about the Story and Critique Show, essentially, this is a way where I chat with the writing community. Writers and yourself, if you want, can submit a story for a live reading and a live critique. I've done well over, I think it's 250 live stories read. Essentially, I don't read them beforehand. It's a cold reading where I will do a live reading. Sometimes it really helps to have your stuff read aloud. And then I'll do a live critique, very similar to what you would expect for an alpha beta reading, where we focus on what things work well, what do we like, what could be improved to help you with the feedback process. So that is returning on Saturday. I'm reopening up the form, very, very similar to what we had before. So that way y'all can start submitting. All right. Perfect. And it is live. All right. Let me throw this up here. We'll throw up the updated one in the Discord as well. I'll throw it down here. Let's see. 2026 story and critique submission form. Boom. Awesome. So I just threw that down in the chat for y'all. Anybody who's wanting to submit, you should submit now. If you're needing feedback on your story, it's a great way to have your story read aloud, to get feedback, and to get help with the community. Not only just myself, but the writers who show up in the streams. You'll generally be able to hear some pretty good feedback from writers on ways that could improve your story, whether maybe it's dialogue, character, or things all together. So we'll definitely be updating that. I'll need to throw it up, and we're going to update it now in the Discord, but highly recommend everyone should go submit. All right, perfect. So I got that all queued up. I was like, I should probably have it in. Yeah, we'll let's say we'll go story and critique submission form. I should probably put 2026 story and critique submission form. Boom. There we go. Just threw it in the YouTube description as well, so you can easily find it in one place. Awesome. So that's what we got going on. As usual, our Saturday, what do we got? Our Saturday time slot, 2:00, usually works out pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with the 2:00 time slot for Saturdays. And I think that's a good spot for the critique stream. Awesome. All right. What do we have next? So let's hop into our channel membership. So for those of you who are part of our YouTube channel membership, this is a great spot where we showcase, where we got some great events going on with the WriteNow community. Essentially, for you to become a YouTube channel member, all you got to do is you just click that join button down below the YouTube description. Or down below the YouTube video. These are the events that we got going on for the month. Try to make it easier, a little more effective for writers to be able to navigate. Essentially, we have our live filmings. The two videos that I will be doing this month will be how do I revise my story. So we're going to be talking about the revision process, which I love revising. Y'all have seen me doing it on the writing sprint streams all day, every day. So we'll be talking about the revision process. And then I will also be doing we'll be doing more of an inspirational one on writer's block. So I think I got something fun planned for that one. We'll see when we get a little later into the month. I'm asking myself what are new and different ways I can mix up some of these streams, some of these live filmings. So that's what we got here. And of course, Critique Right Now. So Critique Right Now is our monthly critique group. This is going to be open for all channel members. All you have to do is bring an excerpt of your writing. You can read it aloud. You'll get feedback, not just from myself, but other writers in the community. It's been very effective. Usually we have a pretty good turnout and it's usually pretty fun. So we've been running that well for a little over a year now. And it's a really great way if you want to get feedback from different perspectives. Really great. And then, of course, for our student tiers, our open office hours. Well, our first one will be this Wednesday. I've now adjusted and I'm shifting the time frames to speak in Eastern Standard Time because we have so many writers who are on the Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, many writers who are international. So moving it there, going to make it a little easier as we advertise and move times outside of my native Mountain Standard Time, since I'm one of the few, and into Eastern Standard Time, where I know more of you are located on the East Coast. So these are all open office hours. This is a great way for our YouTube students who want to come in, have a one-on-one with me and talk through whether it's that they need help with their story, what they got going on with their writing journey, or anything in between. So really fun. Awesome. And that's what we got for our YouTube channel membership stuff. And then let's see, what else do we got going on over here? Let's see. So we're also going to touch on, let's go over to Discord. Awesome. So let's go over to Discord because we got a lot of updates for Discord. So moving straight over into our Discord updates. So we made a huge update for Discord last night. Very cool. I was like, let's see. I think I forgot if it lets me minimize these things. So did a huge Discord update. As you guys can see, I was like, let me see if I can get this bigger. I don't think it lets me drop the left side of the screen. Okay. So essentially what we got going on over here, we got a lot of new fun stuff that I added to the Discord. I know many of you were asking for a quotes chat. I made it as a chat, so all you got to do is respond with quotes, because we all know those quotes we love from books. Or maybe we have original quotes. Quotes are fun. I also created a social media chat for writers who want to talk strategy about social media, things they're trying, things they're struggling with, or things that they need help with. We are also starting a weekly writing challenge. This is one of the ones I am so excited about. As always, I want to create more opportunities to give writers more spotlight and more ways to write. So we're starting this weekly writing challenge where essentially every single week on Mondays or Sundays, we'll post a new writing challenge. We'll see who responds throughout the week. Then on our Monday update stream, we'll either vote or we'll talk about our favorite one. And then the winner will get thrown into the Hall of Epic Writers. This is just a little bit of a showcase and bragging right for those who succeed at our weekly writing challenge. Starting off with our very first one, the first weekly writing challenge. What is the worst or most comedic first line of a story that you can come up with? I want to hear from you. I want to see, what do you have on your mind? What is the worst or comedic first line of a story that you can come up with? So make sure, hop over in the Discord, throw it out this week, and we'll see what the writing community has got. So very cool. I know I was very excited. I've been wanting to try this one out for a while, and we'll see if y'all, the writing community, are for it, if it's something you're interested in, and I would love to see what you guys think. We will do different writing challenges every week. And of course, we'll keep them very simple as a way to be able to give writers another way to write. No. Nicole, thanks for the heads up. Manage. Nicole, thanks for that heads up on that. I did it very quickly. I should have the right permissions now. Much appreciated. That's what I get for trying to publish it while I'm doing it live. That's what I get for trying to publish while I'm doing it live. Thanks for the heads up, friend. All right, so the Story and Critiques show submission form should be live. It should be working. I just updated the permissions. Yep, says anyone with the link now. So y'all submit your stuff. I want to hear from you. And let me tell you, we all know Story and Critiques stream is always one of our most popular ones. Awesome. What else do we got going on Discord? So we got, and then so in a way to try to revitalize our games, something that I've seen, and of course, you guys can let me know if you've seen differently, but something that I've seen with our Discord, our fun and games on the Discord, is that people will post in them very sporadically, or people will get really into them, but then after a while, when time passes, writers start kind of realizing that, okay, I have too much history that I catch up on, and then it discourages new writers from being able to hop into them. So we're going to try a weekly refresh with all of our writing games in the Discord to try to incentivize more just more use and make it a little easier. So if you want to play, to write a story game, you don't feel like you have to catch up on months worth of storytelling, and you can just hop into the game fresh. If you're just wanting to take a little break from writing, maybe you're trying to be productive or something else in between. So we're definitely going to be trying that out and seeing if hopefully the fun and games will will be a little bit more active for all of us. I've also updated where are we at? That's not what we want. I've also, words are wind, but stories are forever. I'm Kaufman. A little easier for you to promote your stuff. So I've cleaned it up, and then we've done some other various updates. But if there's anything that you guys want to see from the Discord, if there's something that you're wanting to see in the Right Now community, please make sure to let us know in the Discord feedback. This really helps me figure out what types of things writers want to see next, whether that's new types of channels, new types of activities, events. Y'all know every Saturday we have our Write Chat. Chat Soul hosts their co-working session on Saturdays in the Discord. Are you the type of writer where maybe you want to start getting into more writing things? Maybe you start wanting to do more author tubing this year. Maybe you want to start just putting yourself out there. You could always start off with doing a very informal co-working session in the Discord. It's very easy, low commitment, and it's a great way if you're wanting to practice, just being on screen. It's less pressure than coming onto a live stream with us. So I always recommend that as a great first step for those of you who are like, hey, I think maybe I want to do more video or live streaming, but I feel like I need practice. I need to get into it first. Hey, what's up, Outer? Welcome, my friend. Hopefully the writing vibe is treating you well today. And let's see. So that is Discord. All right, what else? What other updates do we got? So we did Discord, weekly updates, YouTube channel membership. And by the way, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. Hey, what's up, Mom Maggie? Hope all is well today. If you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. Make sure to catch the replay if you want to catch all the updates that's going on with the Right Now community. So far, we've gone over weekly updates, channel membership, and Discord. And once again, I'm doing this. We're going to start moving our weekly community updates. I'm going to start doing this every single Monday because I want to highlight and we want to celebrate the things that writers are doing with the community. We're going to find ways to celebrate published books. We're going to find ways to celebrate author achievements. We're going to start celebrating things that are happening in the AuthorTube community as well. There's a really cool thing coming up in the AuthorTube community that Sam Wicker is doing, the Under 1000 marathon. I was like, I'm gonna butcher like the name, but Under 1000 sub marathon. And you guys still got time to sign up. So for anybody who's wanting to sign up or anybody who's wanting to like get into live streaming, it's actually the perfect thing for new author tubers. And I'll make sure we do another shout out. I'll try to see if we can get Sam Wicker on to chat about it in the weeks to come. But submissions I think last till February. I think it doesn't start till February. I know this is when you guys look at the my Discord stuff. Where is it? Where's my stuff over here? Discord. I know that we all broke. I know this is Nicole's Discord chat. We're like, we all broke. Yep, that's ain't that the truth? We all broke writers. What a great name for a community, right? And then you guys can see all the different bunch of different random communities that I'm a part of. Yep. Oof. Mama Maggie, sounds like you're doing a lot of recovery from all the family stuff. I feel like it kind of takes time to recover from all like the family craziness and everything going on. Oh man. Let's see. I was like, oh man, I still have all the Right Now-thon stuff on the background. I was like, we can fix this. There we go. Perfect. So, you know what? One step at a time. And then, so I think what I'm going to do is we'll standardize, we'll create different spots. But what I want our community updates to be is a way for us to celebrate things that are going on with writers and with authors in the overarching communities. So I'll probably find a way to make this a little bit more, maybe a little bit more structured, or it's just another way if you guys want to come hang out and you're just taking a break from writing. So we're going to start doing this every Monday. I think next Monday, I'll probably play around with getting our Monday community update stream at a specific set time. So you guys know what to expect for update streams. Okay. And what else do we got? We got, let's see, we got Scarecrow, Anthology, and Write Unite. Okay. So I can do a quick shout out for our anthology. So I am hard at work at finishing and getting the final touches on the Freaky Friday anthology. I know many of you are waiting. I know many of you are eagerly hoping for the anthology to come out. This was for our second annual Freaky Friday that we did back in October. I got really close to finalizing it and then just got too wrapped up with Right Now-a-thon and the end of year craziness. So now that the holiday season is behind us, I'm returning my attention to these anthologies. We're going to be dropping the digital anthology for Freaky Friday, and then I will be redropping the paperback editions, both for Faded Fantasy and Freaky Friday 2025 with some special goodies. So that'll be coming soon. Once I have a date, I'll throw that up and let the community know. So that's very, very cool. Let's see. What else do we got? And then speaking of anthologies, I know Nicole and Sarah, they put out an anthology for the holiday season. Two of Crones, literally one of the coolest covers I've ever seen, by the way. Literally one of like the coolest covers. But a bunch of authors and a bunch of the AuthorTube tubers in the community were involved in it. Y'all should definitely go check it out. It sort of just came top of mind, and I don't think I actually have any links. Nicole, if you have any links, you should give it to me. Kaufman should be more prepared for this. But it's a very, very cool anthology. Here we go. I was like, okay, perfect. I know I had it here. So y'all should go check it out. It's another thing. And I believe we've had some of our writers involved with it before. So let me drop it here. Y'all should definitely go support. But this is another anthology that's done by Nicole and Sarah in the AuthorTube community. And really what they're doing is they're giving more writers opportunities to put their work out there. And you know what I believe, right? The more opportunities we can have and we can help and we can create for other writers to do the thing, which is to write. That is awesome. So definitely support them. Very, very cool. I was like, I think I found the Two of Crones website. Boom. I was like, I found the website. Which is very, very cool. I was like, man, I'll throw this up. This is actually, like I said, they're let's see, what do we got going on? So they've done 3 anthologies now, and like I said, we've had some of our writers involved in these anthologies before, which is very, very cool. All of the proceeds, they got something special coming up, but 100% of the proceeds from sales of Two of Crones anthologies goes to Quill Cottage Wildlife, a 501c3 charity. Very, very cool, Nicole. That's absolutely awesome. They go over some of their requirements. When submissions are open, they're currently closed, and then it shows some of their previous anthologies, which is cool. Their Beltane anthology got #1 bestseller in religious anthologies. I think to get any type of bestseller, like that's a huge flex. So really, really cool in that part. And I'm telling you, this Krampus anthology is very cool. Oh, such a cool cover. So definitely, if you're wanting to go check it out, hopefully, I'm sure there's some really, really great stories in there. And drop the link so y'all can go learn more, check it out, and support other authors in the community. And tell me that that is not a cool cover. So really, really cool. Other things that we got going here, and highly recommend. Go check out the stuff. Dropped it in the chat. All right. And then let's see, making sure I touch on all the things I actually need to talk about. And let's go to Scarecrow. So for those of you who are wanting a quick Scarecrow update, y'all know that I talk about Scarecrow all the time. The last Scarecrow, my favorite thing in the world to chat about. I could chat about the eccentric crow, the crazy pixie, or anything else. So very, very cool. Y'all can see here, obviously I got the Last Scarecrow website, link down in the YouTube description down below. Got some fun stuff. I think what I'm going to do as it gets closer, I'll probably do more things for more like character concepts. Yeah, I think that'll be the thing. I'll probably start doing more character concepts. Awesome. So yeah, so that's what I got for that. But when I think about the story progress, I wanted to do a quick update. Nicole, thanks for the shout out of that. Like I said, their cover was looks professionally designed, and she dropped a link for anyone who's wanting to go check out more about Sean Cross. And very clearly a very cool cover design. So thanks for dropping that. And then let's see. So like you guys have seen, the drafting process for Scarecrow has actually been going very, very well. I feel pretty confident with my soft launch goal of May 15th. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit the May 15th soft launch deadline. That is my goal. I feel confident. And right now, the Last Scarecrow, basically, I've broken up the book as into 4 acts. the first act is out in the hands of readers, and I'm getting feedback. I'm finishing up the third revision of the second act, so I can get that out as well. And then I'll turn my attention to finishing the revisions on the end of the book. My goal is to have all of the revisions on my end done by hopefully the end of March. Hopefully the end of March. If I can get it done sooner, we'll see. I know the last act of the book still needs some editing for sure. And then once it's done on my end, hopefully we'll have the feedback from the readers, and then we can get it into the hands of an editor. Editor generally takes roughly about a month, depending on the editor's schedule and availability. And then we'll see what that feedback looks like. And then I'll start pushing towards the May 15th. That's my goal. We'll see if I can accomplish it one step at a time. So I'm really using it as a goal and as a stepping stone to be able to hold myself accountable and pushing myself to really get the book out there. Because let me tell you, I am so excited for all y'all to read this book. I genuinely believe it's one of the best adventure stories that you'll have read in a little while. But of course, I'm biased, so we'll see. As authors, we are definitely biased towards our own stories. So, all right, excellent. And that's what I got for Scarecrow. Let's see, what else do we got? All right. So I mean that's the majority. That's the majority of all the updates and announcements I have for the week. For Write Unite, as I've been developing it and as I'm designing the system for it, just know that the focus is going to be on getting the alpha beta reading system out first and foremost. So that's the system that I'm designing and developing first and foremost as we launch Write Unite as it is. Once I'm closer to revealing project details, once I'm closer to revealing the specific structure of it, I'll let y'all know. But I wanted you to know, I know that alpha beta reading is one of the biggest pain points that I see, both for writers inside the WriteNow community, writers that we see in the AuthorTube community, and writers that I see outside of our communities. It's a huge pain point. And I definitely foresee a world where we can bring the cost down from marketplaces like Fiverr, and we can make it more affordable. We can make it more affordable for writers. And that is the goal. That is my goal, my friends. My goal is to help make writing a book more affordable. Because let's be real, things are expensive. The cost of living has gone up regardless of what part of the world you're in, cost of living has gone up. Stuff is expensive. Things cost a lot of money. And sometimes we know some writers get held back from being able to finish the process because they don't have the resources to be able to go through the feedback loop, which I call the feedback loop, alpha beta reading, and then editing. And then also things like cover design. The cover is important. And then, of course, the marketing side of it. So as always, my goal will always be, how can we make writing a book more affordable? All right, my friend. So that was my biggest update on that. Hey, what's up now? I saw you hop into the stream there at the end. And I think those are my biggest updates. So I think those are my all the updates I got. Hope everyone's doing well this week. I would love to hear, because I see a bunch of you guys in the stream right now. Who is all ready for the new year with all of our new writing goals? Hopefully we all have some good writing goals ahead of us. I mean, you guys know me. I'm very focused on trying to get Scarecrow out. So that's my writing goal. Just don't get distracted. Don't get distracted, Kaufman. That's my writing goal to myself. Yeah. And once again, anyone who's just hopping in, don't forget, during Critique Stream, submission form is live. So for those of you who are wanting feedback, this Saturday. So definitely come join us. And that is all that I got for you. This is our weekly community update stream. I'll be back with another update stream, of course, next Monday. We'll start doing these on Mondays to celebrate the community. If you're just hopping into the stream, make sure you catch the replay. You can see everything that I touched upon. And I will be back tomorrow for another daily writing sprint stream at some point. I'm going to spend the week figuring out my schedule for the writing sprint streams and then getting that on a consistent time in the weeks to come. So awesome. That's all that I got for you, my friends. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me. But unfortunately, that brings us to the end of the stream. Don't forget, words are wind, but stories are forever. I'm Kaufman, and I'll catch you on the morrow. Stay creative, writers. Words are wind, but stories are forever. I'm Kaufman, and I'll catch you on the morrow. Stay creative, writers. It's time to write
Right
now.
Sorry.
Right now, not right now, but right now. Read now, right now. Is that right?